right.
Okay, good evening, everyone. This is a workshop meeting agenda of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale, Tuesday, February 7th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Call this meeting to order by start with the salute to the flag.
I don't like that. Yes.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's much better.
roll call, please.
Mayor D'Amato,
Here.
Councilman Catalano,
Here.
Councilman Del Ripa,
Here.
Councilman Graziano,
Here.
Councilwoman Hudson, here. Councilwoman Schubert, here. Councilman Yazdi,
Here. We also have our municipal clerk, Brianna Smith, business administrator, Michael Sondermeyer, and borough attorney, Dawn Sullivan. This meeting is called to pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. Adequate notice of this meeting was advertised in the Herald News on January 9, 2023. Copies were provided to the local news media and posted continuously in the municipal building. A copy of this notice is available to the public and on file in the office of the municipal clerk. As per state fire code, I am required to acknowledge that there are two emergency exits in this council chambers. The main entrance which you enter through and a secondary exit to the left of where I am seated. If there is an emergency, walk orderly to the exits, exit through the door, down the stairs, and out the building. If there's any questions, please raise your hand. All right, seeing none. We do have one non-agenda item this evening. It's, we're putting a temporary replacement at the animal shelter for somebody that's going to be out on sick leave, so we're just backfilling that part-time position until that person comes back. Okay? Do you have a motion to open up early public comment?
so moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak? State your name and address.
Ladies, it's Dan Dan. I see in your closed session, now you can't discuss it, but I can address something on it, that you're going to be discussing this contract, and I just wanted to find out if your negotiations are going to address the cost savings to the town, the improved level of service to Bloomingdale. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a new unavailable service that's going to be provided.
Are you talking about the shared service?
Mhm.
Okay.
And what is going to be also greater efficiency.
Okay.
And also, the shared service feasibility study, if that's going to be available to the public, according to the public PCA, I guess it is required, and there's a certain outline that's supposed to be involved with it, showing the cost of each participant, providing the current level of service, the organization, staffing, and methods of providing the current service level. If it's another town, are we replacing employees? Are we terminating employees? Are we bringing employees over? What are we doing? And it gets also the option for modification or improvement of the current service. Which unit is going to act as a lead agent? Any employee relations issues, as I said before. Monitoring and evaluation criteria. And the cost of providing the service, how the total cost will be allocated and paid by each entity, and the benefits resulting from that. So that I'm supposed to be able to obtain a copy of that feasibility study.
Well, once we make a decision, because no decision has been made yet, I'd imagine we'd have to come back out to the public to accept this shared service agreement as per the council.
I believe this study is supposed to be provided to the public prior to that.
Well, we'll look into that. I'm not 100% sure on that, so if it is, then we will do what we need to do. But tonight is starting the conversation of what direction the council wants to go in, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Okay. Anyone else wishing to come up? No questions yet? You good? Okay. Have a motion to close early public comment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And just for you guys, just when we open up a meeting, we open up to the public to speak of anything that's on the agenda that we're going to talk about tonight in the beginning. Okay, and then we'll have a late public comment that you can talk about anything. All right? Okay. Report of committees. Anyone?
Actually, I do have health department-wise, nothing really new, but everyone, if you're interested in any vaccines, you can go to the Passaic County website and sign up for appointments through Passaic County for vaccines and testing. Also, we had just posted, Bree and I had just posted on Facebook regarding Easy Pass. The state of New Jersey is offering seniors discounts on Easy Pass, so the information is on our website along with our social media pages.
Okay.
I do have one for Triborough Little League. So they started up on Saturday, and it continues throughout March, including February. Free clinics, essentially. So preseason drills and things like that that are going on at the Richard Butler School. So it's for anyone that has registered for Triborough for the spring. But it's a nice program. It's free, and it seems to be well attended from the pictures that I saw.
The pictures I saw on Facebook, it looked like there was a lot of kids involved, which is good. Hopefully Triborough's building up their, getting back to where they should be after the pandemic. Anyone else? Rich?
We've had our first Rose Fund meeting. Reviewed all the stuff that we did last year, see what we wanted to bring forward into this year. The second meeting is, of course, as always, open to the public. It is, I believe, this Thursday at 7 p.m. in the council chambers.
15th, isn't it?
15th, I'm sorry.
Which is next week.
Thought it was the 9th. Anyway, okay. So it is the 15th, but of course, open to the public, so.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. I don't really have anything tonight. Things have been kind of quiet, so we're moving along. There's some, I'll let Mike speak about the projects that are coming up.
For stuff this year from Borough, you think?
The stuff the stuff that we're working on to get accomplished this year.
Before I get on that, I just, the borough clerk and myself, we're starting interviews this Friday and Monday for the administrative assistant position / deputy clerk. Hopefully we have somebody by the next meeting to put in front of this council for recommendation to hire. Also, I have got some applications for a rec director. Now that our rec director is gone as of January 31st. So I'll start those interviews and come back hopefully again by the next meeting with a recommendation for a hire on that position as well. That'll be a part-time position. Rich talked about the Rose Fund. Some of the projects we have going on this year, we met with our engineer last week. Obviously, the first one would be Andrews finishing up the finished paving as soon as the weather breaks for the contractor to come back. The same contractor that's doing that also has got awarded the tennis courts, so they'll start demoing the tennis courts, and hopefully by May they're complete, done, and up and running with pickleball painted on there as well. We're doing the pavilion with a grant from the county, community development grant, behind the senior center. So that should begin by the summer, should be up and installed as well. And then they're finishing the plans right now on a salt shed that we approved probably a year and a half ago now. The one we have is falling apart, so they'll hopefully knock that down, and by the fall we'll have our new salt shed up and ready for next year. And then Hilltop Terrace.
That's the first.
That was awarded to the name of the company, the new company.
Who is it?
Your Way.
Your Way.
Your Way. And they'll start that project in the spring. It's the sidewalks and curbs and repaving of the road. So that's our update.
Okay. Anyone else? One thing that did happen on Thursday night, the Troop 86, that was Thursday, right, Frank? Friday night, last Friday. Troop 86, which is a Boy Scout troop that was almost, I think, kind of in, not disbanding, but they didn't have a ton of members. So they did and it was all over Facebook, they had the Sheriff's Department come up with their couple of dogs, that they be the canine dogs, which was pretty neat. The one dog that they brought in was a dog that was able to find bombs and bullets and guns and all that stuff. So they did a couple of demonstrations, and it was at the Fireman's Hall. And it was pretty neat to see the way this dog worked with its handler. And they hid some stuff in the room, and the dog did this thing and It's pretty interesting, when a dog finds a gun, the dog goes over and just puts his face on the gun and don't move. So then when the dog stops, they know. The handler knows that they found something, which was really, really interesting. And then the fire department did a demonstration of all the equipment that we wear when we go into an alarm. And that was pretty interesting for the kids. A lot of good questions, and they were the younger kids, a younger group. And there was a lot of good questions and participation from Troop 86, and there was quite a few people there. So hopefully they're going to be gaining membership. And it is the troop that the fire department, I believe, we sponsored them. So it was nice. It was nice to see that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, item number 8, resolutions, number 2023 2.1 consent agenda. Can I have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Okay, any questions? Roll call.
Catalano,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes?
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert. Yes. Yazdi,
Yes.
Pending items, adoption of resolution number 2023 2.6, municipal obligations. This is the bills list from January that we all spoke about at our last meeting, and I'm assuming if you have any questions regarding this, you already have them answered. So do I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Delariva,
Yes?
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert. Yes. Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Just contracts were awarded.
Yeah.
Okay. Item number B, 2023 professional services, resolution number 2023 2.7 and resolution number 2023 2.8. Can I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert. Yes. Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes?
All right, new business. Adoption of resolution number 2023 2.9, promotion part-time DPW laborer to full-time position, R. Zielhofer. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Any questions? Roll call.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert. Yes. Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes?
Graziano,
Yes.
Item B, introduction of ordinance number 4, 2023, amended Chapter 92 zoning, corrections to ordinance number 9-2022 signs. Can I have a motion to read by title?
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
an ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale, County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 92 zoning of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale. And Mr. Mayor, this will be referred to the planning board because it's a zoning ordinance. So the final hearing and adoption will be scheduled for March 7th.
Okay, just so you guys know, anytime we're putting a type of, we'll call it a law, into effect, it has to be read by a title, which that's what that was, and we don't discuss it. And now the council has time to think about it, and this particular ordinance, our planning board, who's made up of a totally different group than this, they review it, and if they have any suggestions, it comes back to us. If they think it's a good law, it comes back, and then we make a decision to put it into effect. Okay. Item C, introduction of ordinance number 5-2023, amended Chapter 2-80, fees for missile services firearms. Can I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale and the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 2, Administration, Article 8, Policies and Procedures, Section 2-80, Fees Charged for Municipal Services of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale. The final hearing and adoption can be scheduled for will be scheduled for February 21st.
Okay. Item D, introduction of ordinance number 6-2023, amended Chapter 3-1, abandoned vehicles. Can I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale, County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 3, Police Regulations, Section 3-1, Abandoned Vehicles of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale. Final hearing and adoption will be scheduled for February 21st for this ordinance.
Okay. Item E, introduction of ordinance number 7-2023, amended Chapter 10 of solar installation. Do I have a motion to read by title?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale, County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 10, Alternative Energy, Section 10-4, Installation Requirements of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale. Second and final hearing will be scheduled for February 21st as well.
Okay, the one non-agenda item, this is resolution number 2023-2-10 of the governing body authorizing hiring part-time shelter help in the animal control department. As I said before, there's a person going out on leave, and this person is just going to be part-time help backfilling that person, so there's no extra cost to the budget. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Do roll call.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes?
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Okay. Late public comment. Do I have a motion to open up late public comment?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Huntley, 86 Van Dam. In Monday's paper, there was a column about the state giving $38 million in grants to fight the lead paint poisoning. That, I guess you guys had discussed a while ago. And I just wanted to find out if we had applied for any grants for that.
We have not at this time.
Not yet.
Why not?
This is going to be, we were instructed by our engineer that we're going to look at this and see what comes down. Right now, it looks like most of that money is going to the inner cities and the big Jersey City type municipalities.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
So there's two different, is that lead paint or is that the lead service lines? So there's two different lead things that we're dealing with right now.
Lead paint poisoning, which was what the first line is, state officials this month awarded more than $38 million in grants to 20 nonprofits and local governments to battle childhood lead poisoning.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the article. You can
Yeah,
read
it's
it.
fine. Lead paint is totally beyond the owners of the
Yeah,
rental
it goes on
properties.
to explain that same thing that you had addressed.
Yeah,
That's what actually this is about, so that's why I was wondering if we
I'll
had
take a
applied
copy
for
of
that.
it. Take a look at it, sure.
And just for, I guess, public knowledge, the lead piping that we're going to be dealing with, we are going to be doing some testing throughout the town to see if there's any old galvanized pipe or any of that stuff. Yeah, so that is what we are working, or Mike's working on now, to start getting that process started. I mean, there is areas in town that when we did all these streets over, and we put new curb boxes and hopefully we addressed a lot of it already. The biggest problem is we have to be able to get into people's homes to see exactly what's coming into the house from outside. And that's a chore to people you know, once you knock on somebody's
This
door.
article addresses the union.
Yeah, so-
I knew that we had addressed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
9 years.
to get that completed.
Complete.
Yeah, we have to do 200 and something.
We're averaging about 230 a year for our municipality. Get in, test, look, make sure we're good. If they're not good, then remediate. And that would be on the town,
That's why.
combination of
We
town
applied for
and.
grants that maybe
Yeah.
not get
Yeah.
zoned in.
Yeah.
For our taxpayers.
How old are those, what are they looking at, Frank, for most of the pipes that are that old? Like-
Right now, our guys are entering the houses, they're either entering the houses or digging tentatives at the curb box and just looking to see if there's copper pipe or any type of,
My question is like, how long ago did they do the?
there's no time frame on it. We have to get into every single house.
No, I think
No,
what
that's
she's
not what
asking
I'm-
is how long ago did they use those pipes?
Yes, that's my question.
It could be,
Still, I mean, galvanized pipe is still out there, it's still using it.
Okay.
okay. Anyone else wishing to come up? Guys? Good? Okay.
I have a, just only because I haven't actually been to one of the BBYO meetings, and I already said this the last meeting, but for BBYO, which is the online registration for football, is gonna be, that's gonna open up April 1st. No in-person dates yet, but they are offering flag football and mascot cheer for ages 4 and 5-year-olds. And he said, Sean, the coach, he said that they played about 7 games last year, the little ones. And then 1st to 8th graders for football and cheer, that practice starts August 1st. And I'll know more once they invite me to their first meeting.
So you'll have that under committees for next month? Okay. Can I have a motion to close late public comment?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We do have an executive session, but there'll be no business conducted afterwards.
You guys got the shortest meeting, like ever.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. You're welcome to come anytime.
Shortest meeting ever.
So we need a
Pretty close.
motion to go into
Yeah,
executive.
can I have a motion to go into exec?
I thought that's what I
So
said.
moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.